Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Join with the machine, and the future is ours. Church of Machine Law does not claim to have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Only all the answers.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initial access granted.
Ours is the man. He'll set you up.
Oh, great. My favorite hog. You want to buy? Yes, good choice.
I have everything I need.
That's it. Big spender.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
The dawn of a new age. I have found the answer.
She makes me sleep on the couch.
Control of your destiny.
Got to stay in control.
In our God, our own God, like our salvation. We carry the keys of
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan Og? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy.
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
I'll make sure you get the first dose when it arrives. Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something? Some meaning but never seem to find satisfaction? We have the answers. Search for salvation. I will try to find your little something. I promise. Beginning of a new age, and like always, change, birth, fire, blood, hate. Like futures that hand power. I was lost like you, friend. Face of persecution and hatred, I broke. And hated myself and my hopeless love. No longer. How can I live? Not living here and now. I was lost like you, friend. Joined with the machine. Future is ours.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? I'm not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
No problem. What do you have?
Sophisticated choice.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Pleasure doing business with you.
So wait, what you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime than security cameras to tax. That's bad. I'm not saying it is. But you can't be serious. One affects you, the other doesn't. It's that simple. When was the last time you were affected by organized crime? I wasn't affected by the train station night. I wasn't there.
Wonderful.
Papers, please.
Let's keep it away.
Friendly company. The Santa Group will
Excuse me. Can you wish upon a star?
What?
The song. telling me you don't think they should all be moved there?
Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for you.
I've got enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Central, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do.
Well, do
and
not
no
let
time
me
to
keep
waste.
you then. Get moving, asshole.
Ten hajzel leze do říti a dostane
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building and I suspect them of rent. What did you do that for?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
One of the most dangerous criminals. Organizations in the world.
Human presence detected. Engaging smart home system. Smart system engaged. Scanning biodata. Unauthorized presence confirmed. Intruder protocol engaged. Anomaly detected. Access granted. Authorized home. Security is of utmost importance. Your secrets are laid bare.
Unlicensed documentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated due to malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests the escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is a live event. Reporting to none.
got this. Ashanti Enterprise. For all you need to get through the day.
One passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented... passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly...
anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world.
You should get rid of that.
Always.
Highly recommended.
Because you are always watching. Turning now to love. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured in this day. When bombs exploded. I do not need to remind you of all of them occurring after Dr. Tallis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Welcome home.
Going to die when you see my new car. Stop. Identification.
What attracted Palisade, right?
The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments, so my client
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolé. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets, but we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. Super! Factory fresh.
Nothing for me.
I'm not going to pull a social log on you.
Nothing here, you?
Quit yapping and get to work.
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed. Can't believe we got stuck down here. Spread throughout Europe.
Se do říky a dostane povýšení.
I don't like this. Can you say that what's happened?
Smells like
Ale prostě zabal menší.
I hate what
Připravená vyrazit.
I always get a little nervous when I look at the subject.
Go on.
Anomaly detected. Trace access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
In the market for something, aren't you? You've come to the...
You interested in some hacking software, maybe?
Take my advice.
Quite a look.
If you were thinking about shipping something to these people, don't.
I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
This kind of thing always happens.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer. Now I've heard everything.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Is that right here? No change from last hour. I'm on it. Still unconfirmed. I need her name, ASAP.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
A hele, tak vy si myslíte, že mi jazyk rozváže nějaký šroub?
Na certesi!
Jakarta's no picnic right now, I'll tell you that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah. It was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now, a meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry?
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things?
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then? The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows, with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Rosika investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
Good. Thought I'd have to fight him to let me handle this one. Whoever planted those bombs yesterday has a lot to answer for.
Agreed. And we have to find out who they are before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained, because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient, because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Rosika? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
Not the Harvesters again.
No, that group seems to have tripled up.
Did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
Oh, hello.
Are you sure these people will get my fantastic check-outs?
Absolutely. I paid for quality. A police sergeant even verified them for me. He said they were perfect.
Thanks. You don't know what this means.
Let's see. Would you mind doing just one more?
If so, I'm not the one. The person who issued these papers told me...
Not my problem.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
All right, Miller, I'm at the Metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Smiley.
Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
So what am I looking at in there?
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops, too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan. If they don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit. And my guess is they'll shoot first and bury the bodies later.
What do you think is on this scan?
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
And?
And if I had one more minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. But the fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more. I'm sure it's important.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
We might as well head back. There's no getting through that way. Please have the whole walk down. There's no way around. Let's go one of them.
Anomaly access granted.
Any idea how much longer someone might come try to screw up the evidence?
Hormus is riding a rig. What do you need with that kind of firepower? Is an army of ARC fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. Don't question SIS, or maybe then use it. Do what they want. You just have to leave it right there.
Fucking secret squirrel. At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lad coat run out of here with his tail tucked? Probably left a trail of urine behind him.
You've got problems, Franca. Get back on patrol.
Over there. Suspect left area! Waiting here! Be ready.
detected. Access granted.
That place will probably think someone might come try to scrub the evidence.
Ornik is riding a rig. What do we need with that kind of firepower? Is an army of Ark fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. They do what they want. We just have to keep this site closed.
Fucking secret squirrels. At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with his tail tucked? Probably left a trail of urine behind him.
You've got problems, Franca. Get back on patrol.
Let's go.
Access granted.
No sign of intruders. Probably think someone might come try to scrub the evidence.
Ornik is riding a rig. What do we need with that kind of firepower? Is an army of Ark fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. They do what they want. We just have to keep this site closed.
Fucking secret squirrels. At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with his tail tucked? Probably left a trail of urine behind him.
You've got problems, Franca. Get back on patrol.
This was only the first attack. I might be able to accept it.
You will find out.
No, they've already done
done the preliminary structural analysis. We're fine. No worries about that.
Find anything else?
There's nothing that I think would
You're lucky. No one trying to get in yet.
We'll nail them. No need to worry.
Got together with chewing gum and Bailey. Only bombs for the city all about.
Any suspicious thing? Something that might have come from the device. A timer or a dead thing. Anything that could lead us to believe.
We know who did this. Some augmented terrorist.
Of course, but the right evidence will direct us somewhere more specifically than simply somewhere in the whole city.
You want specific? Blow the whole place up. That would make sure we get the bastard. I'll let you get back to it and be careful. Some of these
Nějaký důkazy najdem.
We'll get whoever did this. I know who did it.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Zasranej auk ve vagonu pro naturály. Chcete snad vyvolat paniku? Ukažte mi papíry. Dělejte, nebo vás seberu.
I don't have time to waste with this. Make it fast.
Vemte si je a vypadněte. Až příště pojedete metrem, použijte vagon pro augy. Máme svých problémů dost i bez takových potížistů, jako jste vy.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's going to put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto. What did we get?
Telecam footage from the attack. Chang was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
Vážně jsme k ničemu dobrý.
I don't want any trouble.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
David Seraph always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews. A firm believer in human enhancement technologies. I wonder if the incident changed his view?
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
You were with him then? In Panchea? When the incident happened?
I don't remember. They tell me they pulled me out of the ocean, but a year of my life is still a blur.
Your memories may come back eventually. And if they do, my door is always open, should you need to discuss anything.
I won't, but thanks.
You are very lucky to be alive. Although I'm not so sure the world you've returned to makes you feel that way. You've become the enemy, which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? This isn't about Augs versus Naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Wrecker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
These are the chances you need.
You know my door's always open. Except, of course, when it's not.
The Deus still believe us and told them, or don't they? We need to know.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy. How's it going?
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hull Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
My goodness.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v obou souzáku. Hey, are you interested in clean guns for a good price?
Threat to our freedom in the hands of...
You have credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
Well, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Menu? No, not food. Guns and things. You want? give to my mother one like this. She very happy.
Not interested right now.
Fucking clanks.
Oyobo, you interested in some merchandise?
Folks, that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months.
Oyobo, you interested in some merchandise?
Welcome back. How was your day?
Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours. Transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs when a fraud leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
I couldn't believe it when I saw the test results. Spanish, too.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I couldn't imagine what it's like to be augmented these days.
I heard a bunch of runaways live down in the sewers, formed their own little community.
I'm telling you. I hear whispers in the wall.
They speak the truth.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
Like I think computers, don't you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines.
Then segue into earthquakes and...
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and the collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... them. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Pike's media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
I need you to stop looking into Brahadovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. All been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Brahadovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Pike's media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
All right, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons. The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
I'm doing it because the Og Instant Massacre
This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live
were about to be
from
subjected
Picus.
to unless
I
we
can
figure it
Candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the
Who listens to that garbage?
Shake them out of their indifference.
Já jí volala, ale nebrala mi.
I doubt they would even try to do anything. Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower, too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Versalife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. Think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Udalek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where ARC's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about Versalife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. Versalife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet, the only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? Versalife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Golem City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
All clear.
Sounds very good. Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v komoutu s Rusami. So together with chewing gum and bailing.
To get one for her birthday. We could get her a real doll.
Nothing suspicious here.
Keep it out of my report.
Centrálo, pořád čekám na další šichtu.
You interested in some hacking software, maybe?
In the market for some.
You know what? Go! He's down! He's down!
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Okay, until tomorrow. Goodbye.
Would you piss off to pull this duty?
With a dog like that. Known as North
Přímo tady ve městě.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Makes time for a walk. Ridiculous.
Like I'm always telling you, Vano, people in old country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what...
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, and no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
I see. You're a man of principle. A businessman who cares for the organization he's part of. But there's more to my being here than maybe you realize. Koller is a friend, and sometimes helping out a friend in need is good business.
You see, Vano, this is what I am always talking about. Loyalty. So tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him, you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Vano. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen? We have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Koller's calibrator. I will be in touch.
like being so close to one of them. How you feel is irrelevant.
Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists. Underground websites and radio stations continue.
Я говорю, наружу, только насквозь.
Steps off the line, we shot.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Быстрее! Петров!
Check the schedule.
We really need to move out of the sewers. Find somewhere more respectable.
Couple of cheapskates in last night.
Ну а чё ты ждал?
One way to catch a rat is to set traps.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
What was raised to protect the tunnels?
Packed combat drones attacked St. Peter.
Крыса была здоровенная.
I was listening.
You cannot always kill them forever.
hajzl leze do říky a dostane pouky.
Get out of here, Clank.
Budeš se muset tam.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
What does hypothermia feel like? No shelter, no food, no fucking hope.
Move along, everyone.
How are you? Great. Another one. Getting to be as many Clanks here as in Golan. That...
Any idea what today's take is?
We got this. So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I know all about your extortion scheme, Drahomir. I'm here to put a stop to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. But I tell you what. You get out of here. Right now. And I'll forget all about your outdated documents.
I know you're not a real cop. And I know the forgeries you sell don't even work anymore. How much longer you think you can keep this up once people realize you're just a con man?
The oak permits may not work anymore. But my police credentials, very convincing. Show the right piece of paper here, fill the right pocket there. The cops won't touch me. Not over this.
Good thing I'm not a cop.
Look, Melena's the one you want, okay? She makes the forgeries. I'm just a middleman.
I've heard enough from Milena to know that isn't true.
You spoke to her? Look, this was never personal. If you value your life, don't make it personal now. I will kill to protect what is mine.
I think I'll just take the long way around for now.
Where did he even find these uniforms? They smell.
Try to look professional.
Hello?
The Rainbow Road goes through Bronzo.
Please, I can pay you. You must have neuropathy.
Sorry, I only sell neon. Sorry, we only sell rainbows. A different kind of drug. It is called neon. Make you forget all about it.
My sister and I need medicine. We need neuropathy.
I told you, not my kind of merchandise, and not my problem.
another one.
Great.
Looking forward to the end of the day.
We got
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't blow your cover. Elena would look better if she didn't die. Don't blow your cover.
Looking forward to the end of the day. Hope that drone doesn't come over here again.
Try to look professional.
Tak si pro mě pojď, fišák.
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze.
Nádaru.
Stále pohřešuje několik osob. Podrobnosti
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through. Nothing suspicious.
Wonderful.
Nice warm trench coat.
What did you say the interest rate was?
Enough gawking.
What a place. Great.
No big deal. Stop calling me. I never asked you for anything.
This area is not safe for pedestrian travel.
Damn, Hunter. You should be in Golden City with all the rest.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Draumir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring, you have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. It's official police business now. Stay out of it. Time to shut it down, Drahomir! Taking it!
Where did that come from? There's just never enough time.
There must be a way out of here!
Omlouvám se za komplikace.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.